Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 5 of Devouring Swarm. So, before I get going, I want to go over some of the tips I've received. One is from JDV2, mentioning that if my map seems cluttered, I can just hide all of my already tapped resources by clicking the Details map mode. And that way you can limit the amount of sort of garbage information that you have. So that's a good point. And then also said that the systems that border the marauders are neutron star systems, which mean that they are particularly good at slowing down the sublight speed of the ships that enter the systems. So I'm going to need to create a starport on both Rookbat and Taisadori. I can't colonize Ejmike or whatever it's called because it borders the isolationists and they'll be pissed. But these two worlds, both having neutron stars, as you can see this one does too, really benefit me because it will slow down the raiders, the marauders, in not being able to attack me very easily. So I can create giant bastions at those two systems, and that will bottleneck the raiders. And then, additionally, if I'm worried about the Fallen Empire, I'd have to... Bakramar will have to also have a station. Now, unfortunately, what that means is I have one too many stations, so I'm going to downgrade some of my other ones because I'm adding some additional stations here. All right. So the other tip I received from Mahai Kajanu is I have a lot of unemployment, or rather I have a lot of empty jobs, empty housing at Fen Habanis. The issue here is Ecumenopolis, or however you pronounce it, is supposed to be for really high population worlds, and the problem is I have a teeny population at this planet. So what that means is I really ought to resettle people to it. So let's go ahead and do that. At our home world, we are going to resettle people to Fen, and there. We have just added a bunch more people to Fen. That means that the population, now the foundry is full. Before it was 9 out of 10, and the menial drones is now 4 out of 9 rather than 0 out of 9, which means we have amenities, which means our stability went up. Oh, more people saying hi to us. And we have a fleet. Where are my fleets? We have a fleet pissed off at Osik. Alright, we'll go intercept it, and then we'll crush the Sildor once and for all. They're pretty close to being fully conquered at this point. Which is good, because I am very possibly going to be in a war with Voldari Reavers soon, and maybe with Zapadragon again, and then not having the Sildor will be quite nice, not having those neighbors.
Our construction is complete.
Okay, construction, yes. Let's go ahead and get the remainder of the region that I've not conquered. And yeah, having detail map mode off is nice. It does make it so that I can't really tell what are high resource areas and what aren't. Like, Theglin here obviously has a lot of nice resources, but if I turn off map mode, I'm not immediately aware of that. But that's okay. That's a small price to pay. Alright, so they actually conquered the starbase at Osik. So we'll get it back. And there, we got it back. Let's go get Nimbus, which also contains an unexplored wormhole. And if I recall correctly, we are about to get crystal mines, which is why our construction ship is up at Tatanga.
Our construction is complete.
Bakamir
Technology conceived.
is done. We just got better sensors. Let's get auxiliary fire control, and we got... Ooh, let's move to cruisers. And now we can actually make the crystal mining. So we'll get those underway. Good moves, good moves. I think I can actually put this back at Gargantua. We have enough starbase capacity, so I'll go ahead and do that. I miscounted.
Our construction is complete.
And then we need the technology to be able to get exotic gases. I don't think I have anywhere that has volatile motes.
Technology conceived.
And let me pause for a second. So, unknown signal from the other side of this wormhole at Nimbus, and then getting the natural wormhole. Yeah, okay. We also have unspent traits, which means that we can add traits to our people. Traditional would be nice. So let's apply this template across all of our worlds. It will take 19 months.
Crushing a hostile hive.
And let's go with starbase capacity. No, I'm going to go with tile blockers. We have a lot of naval capacity, which would be the benefit of extra starbases. So I'm not going to work on that. Alright, so now we have this wormhole to explore eventually. I am obviously not going to... I don't have the tech to explore that yet. But we'll work on it. Work towards it. The marauders here are demanding something of me, and I'm actually going to pay them off because I'm not at present ready to go toe-to-toe with their fleet. I'd rather eat my my neighbors. Fadima here needs housing. Fen, you don't need anything. At Unr, they're going to need housing soon-ish, so I'm going to add it now. Rookbat, you looking like a big bastion. And I'm going to add communications jammers. Oh, Padrag is now a tropical world. Aren't we tropical? What's going on? Why is Padrag's habitabilities... Oh, there it goes. It hadn't updated. Which means let's roll out a colony ship. And the other terraforming Fadima is working on it. There's other worlds to terraform here if I had the money. I don't at present. But we'll work towards that. We are war exhausted. So I'm going to try to... We'll have, what, 24 months? We have 2 years to clean up this war. I'm going to get rid of some of these star bases. We don't need them. Oops. Especially because they have resource replicators. We don't even have that. We don't have use of that technology. But these are ocean worlds. Oh, this is a big old ocean world. This will be really easy to terraform. I'm going to actually start terraforming these two. Terraforming takes a while, so... the Sildor no longer have a naval base. They don't have an ability to... they don't have a shipyard or anything like that, so... Where'd these ships come from? Oh, they retreated. So it'll be really easy to sort of wipe them out now. This ship will just station over Ashipto? Whatever it's called. I can't even pronounce it. And let's go colonize Padrag Vol Prime.
We have adapted a species to suit our needs.
Our species now is
Our
extra
construction
unity.
is complete.
We got fire control. Let's go and get chemical plants or research station. Probably research station output. We are getting rare crystals, and
Structure ruined.
that's going to be allowing us to improve the research labs, for instance, that we have. We just need to get the tech for that. All right, we are ready to kill off Sildor entirely, conquering them and removing them from the galaxy. And we have enough for another tradition.
Our construction is complete.
All right, so Rookbat is now a nice big bastion. Ooh, our Admiral now moves a little bit faster and has higher evasion, which is great trait for a Corvette fleet to have. They have a little bit of a garrison here. It's not enormous. We could probably take them out. But I might as well devastate them a little bit first,
Conceived.
just to weaken them up. We just researched the tile blockers. Let's get the confluence of... No, actually, let's get battle simulators. That will allow us to construct more experienced ships and have a larger fleet capacity. This construction ship I'm just going to scuttle because we no longer need it. There's really nowhere to even expand to at the moment. We've expanded everywhere that we possibly can. And the only place that has untapped resources that we're likely to get the research for soon has a construction ship just sitting there waiting. Let's see. Your planet is now
The others speak.
still not devastated. Alright, I'm going to invade because we're going to be obligated to have a peace treaty soon, and no thanks.
Planetary infestation begun.
So here's the invasion war. And yeah, I'm going to lose people, but I think I have more troops than they do. So despite the fact that I am disengaging at a higher rate, they're going to just run out of people. A battle of attrition.
Nest structure ruined.
And the end of the Sildor communion. They're gone. They're dead. That was the last of them. My army follow my navy. And my navy is going to make moves towards the Voldari Reavers. They are fanatical purifiers, which means they definitely do not have any allies. They are also kicking the absolute butt out of the Zepadragon and pretty much everyone else. They've absorbed a lot of territory,
A
so...
war breaks out. Our construction
And someone
is
just
complete.
declared war on them, so that's even more perfect of a opportunity.
Technology conceived.
Alright, let's go for shields research, as we are becoming more and more involved in foreign wars. Fadim is almost ready to be colonized, so let's go roll another colony ship out. And... oh, Sildor has a bunch of undesirables that are being processed for food, so... let's see. Decisions. We will hunter-killer drones, and then also replace their research lab with... what is it called? Not Hivewarns. Sentinel posts. And demolish the other buildings. And that way the stability will go up and the deviancy will go down. Clone army. No, maybe tile blockers. I'm just going to keep doing tile blockers. There's definitely some tile blockers that I have left that needs to be cleared. Osic's population is down to nothing. Hold on. Not nothing. I'm curious how many undesirables we have at this place. So let's go ahead and resettle back to Fen, which is effectively going to abandon Osic as a planet. It was an alpine world, which is really terrible for our population. Fadima is fully terraformed. It's a 25 world, which will be awesome, and I'm excited about getting there. We need some jobs at Fen Habanis. I'm going to build another foundry here because the Eku foundries are awesome. Here is the ship we were waiting for, the colony ship for Fadima. Fadima Secundus. A lot of colonization going on. Now, if I got more energy output, we'd be able to colonize some more stuff. What is going on? Oh, Sildoria has some deviancy. Let's go put... I was about to install a governor to crack down on crime there.
Technology conceived.
So that's all done. Let's research the science to get the exotic gases. And keep going. Oh, civic slots. That's hard to pass up. I was going to say keep going with the terraforming or the tile blocker tech. It's funny that we can terraform entire worlds, but we can't clear all tile blockers. Seems a little bit of an oversight. All right. Turn on drone and learning because we have the food for it. Now at these anchorage stations, I'm going to replace the resource silo with logistics offices, which will increase our naval capacity. Gargantua. For now, will just be another anchorage, and Podrog is bordering our enemies. Solar power network is fine. More people claiming us to be rivals. That's cute. Don't care. We're going to need jobs here. What are we missing here? We are missing nothing. Yeah, we're actually looking pretty good here. I guess a research lab wouldn't be terrible. So we'll add that. At Fen, we need more amenities. We don't have enough people for that. So what I'm going to do is move some of the people at Sildoria over to Fen. And now Fen has still not a lot of amenities. If I start here, it will prioritize it. And... oh, well, these are menial drones. I only have complex drones. There's like a class system, sort of.
Our construction
So if I wanted more amenities over here, I'd need to move some menial drones over. So I could move some menial drones from my Fadima over to Fen. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second because they're blowing out my eardrums here. So we'll move some agricultural drones over to Fen so that we get amenities for stability. These two worlds are now colonizable. For now, man, my empire sprawl is enormous. But yeah, I'll just keep sprawling. Normally, I wouldn't build this wide because there's penalties to building this wide, but I don't really care. So their fleet power is equivalent.
We will annihilate the others.
We'll see about that. And I declared war on the Reavers. Now, the Reavers might come in through
Our construction is complete.
Ashipso. And I don't really have a fleet up there. If I have to field a fleet, I can, but hopefully they won't be coming that way. Because their capital's here. I can always push against their capital and sort of encourage them to fight me rather than to flank around me.
Our construction is complete.
Alright, I'm going to sit here a little bit because this fleet took damage to repair it. Here is a colony ship for Brianna 3. Oh no, that's a science ship. Hold on. Fadima, no, don't do that. Alright, Brianna 3. We will colonize.
Technology conceived.
We just got the tech for exotic gases just now. So let's go with production targets. As much as I want the railguns, we should not neglect our I'm destroying these districts. I was going to say we should not neglect our economy. Destroying the districts because it shrinks our empire sprawl a little bit, and we don't need all those districts.
Our construction is complete.
Okay, so we have that at a shipso, or whatever it's called. We'll go to Seoul for their dark matter. And just park right above. So my fleet naval capacity is a lot more than what I currently need. We have shields tech. Wormhole travel would be nice. I think the antimatter reactor is going to be my top priority here. And we'll get the last of the supremacy, unlocking an ascension perk, which gives us engineered evolution. I think is what I'm going to go for. Which gives me more trait slots. So let's go and add very strong to my people. So very strong increases baser work output, and also my army becomes tougher, which sounds very good to me. And that will take 2 years to genetically engineer my population for. If we're swarmers, we might as well be swarming. We're going to need housing on Fadima. Unar, we're going to need jobs. So I'm going to add more research labs. And do we have a scientist? Yeah, we have a scientist assisting research at Unar. So Unar is a generator district world, but there's not a lot of space here, obviously. We have it's a very small planet. So... Okay, Sildoria, your stability is still pretty decent. Population should be dropping. Yeah, it went from like 48 to 20. Oh, yeah, drop some more. We are absorbing the Vildari Reavers territory now as fast as we can.
Technology conceived. Our construction is complete.
Pause a moment. Thrusters. Let's get to where we're going quicker. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. And despite the fact that they said they had an equivalent fleet, I really haven't seen it yet. I think that's because they've committed to some other war. They're in the middle of some... Oh, they're absorbing Zapadrogon, it looks like.
Our construction is complete.
Isolationists got a feed. So Unar built the research lab, which adds jobs. Let's take a look around. Fadima's going to need some jobs. Fen has... Oh, you're going to need jobs here, Fen? I'm very happy to just keep adding to the foundries. So why not? As long as I have a nice mineral surplus, I can just keep adding to the foundries. Now, what I haven't done in a long time is ship design. I'm sort of waiting to get this fleet that I currently have sort of broken and scuttled, hopefully in this war, and then I'll roll out with a new fleet. And I'm sort of waiting as long as I can to have the best fleet possible. So in a second here, my general is going to be genetically engineered to be a lot tougher, which will be fun. Yep, we just did it. Okay, so if I look at my fleet here, all of these armies are going to be a lot stronger. Yeah, they are a lot stronger. Great. Okay, so they have a 700 fleet size at Maghama, guarding their planet, and also a station there. That's not going to be that hard to take out.
Technology conceived.
And we got the tech for another civic slot, so reforming our government, we can add divided attention might be decent. Although, with our current sprawl, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it anyway, but divided attention adds to the admin capacity, but we're already over 5 times our admin capacity, or 3 times over our admin capacity, so it doesn't matter all that much. Societal research, let's see. Gene warriors would be very cool, but I might go for some low-hanging fruit and do some quick techs. Alright, this planet is now... The navies are gone. The army's pretty small. I'm gonna shell it for a bit. But they'll be poof in a moment. And if you look, I already own, I don't know, maybe conservatively a 1/5 of the galaxy. Being as aggressive as I am.
Our construction is complete.
Alright, let's just land. My money's on me.
Infestation begun.
Alright, so the amenities on this planet just went to hell because everyone got promoted from menial jobs to complex jobs. Uner here is having trouble with unemployment here, so what I'm going to do is move a few people over. That really had no effect. Let's move a few of you over to menial drones, over to Fen.
Enemy nest taken.
Alright, so we took Laval Core. Wasn't all that hard. And that's just going to be a lot more food for us. Decisions here. Deploy hunter drone killers. Replace this building with hunter killers or sentinel post. Destroy the research lab. Demolish all these totally unnecessary districts. I'm not paying for these districts to exist if they don't employ anyone. There we go.
Technology conceived.
Someone declared me a rival. Ha ha ha, don't care. Confluence of thought would be pretty nice. Oh, admin capacity. I'm trying to get my admin capacity. There's no way I'm ever going to catch up to what I'm currently using, but the more I increase my admin capacity, the faster my traditions and tech will be. Yep, someone introducing themselves as food. Hello, my name is Hot Dog. Please don't eat me. At least that's how I read it. So they don't really have a defense fleet here. Whatever fleet they had, I just popped. It's a bad idea, man. This is your homeworld. You should defend it. before I invade the homeworld, I'm going to get Ibu Crossy, or whatever it's called. Also, let's get rid of this starport.
A new nest is born.
We just colonized Podrog. Yes. Needs a governor. Let's put a... I don't know, research governor in there.
Our construction is complete.
Sildor still has 23 undesirables. Or food, as they're commonly known. We just repaired our primary fleet. Let's go and shell Voknasha, their capital. And research something that takes very quick. Hydroponic farming is very quick. They're sending a fleet against me. I was just warned rather. They're sending a fleet to Ashipso, which is kind of what I was worried about, but I'm not that worried. I mean, you know, whatever. Here, I'm going to build battle simulators so that we have better ships rolling off the line, and then I'll start making ships once that's fully done. Improved energy initiative and war drone campaign. Sure, I will invest in that. That's like just about the last of my influence. Their home planet here has no armies, basically. So, time to invade.
Planetary infestation begun.
As you can see, this is going to be very, very fast. My armies are genetically engineered to be superior and take almost no time at all to wipe them out. At Voshnaka, I don't have the influence to deploy hunter killers, but what I will do is... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's demolish and replace with Sentinel Post. Okay, the deviancy here is really high, so what I'm going to do is put my governor that lowers crime in charge at Voshnaka, or whatever it's called, and that helps a bit.
Technology conceived.
We just researched the hydroponics. Let's go and get Unity of Purpose for less deviancy, and then... Maybe L-Gate. It'd be cool if I could pop open that L-Gate. Well, guys, that's actually about all the time I have this episode, so let me pause it there. We have obviously fully consumed Sildor. There's a few of their population left yet to be eaten, but their entire empire is gone, and we are very quickly going to be absorbing Voldari and Zapadrogon as well. If you have any tips, tricks, ideas, feedback, let me know. Thank you, Mahai and JD, for your feedback in this episode, and I'll catch you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Adios.